starting to be lost by the enemy. There's one of the toughest ground fighters on the those guys a wave, if you will, as they pass in front of you. Recipient of the Art Show Showmanship Award. Here comes the Devil Dog B-25. Almost 10,000 of these aircraft were built. Awesome firepower on that. When you lost an engine. Centerline thrust means you just take the engine out. Here's the little man with the Devil Dog. 125 is celebrating the lot. Around the country as the automotive manufacturers went to the war. For those American B-20, those American B-51 Mustangs,
They're sissies. Are you going for
B-25s, the Marine Corps version of B-25 landing on off to your right. April 18th of 1942, Jimmy Doolittle at 16 fully laden at his B-25 departed the USS Hornet, well out of normal range for their target run on what many thought was a suicide mission. Jimmy Doolittle, Lieutenant Colonel at the time, at the end of the mission, thought it was a failure. He knew he would be court-martialed. And it was not even close to the truth. He misestimated his accomplishment by changing the course of the war. He bypassed us in the end of July of this year. I talked to 2 of the remaining 4 of the Doolittle Raiders. 80 men went out, 4 still alive, 2 are able to get around. And one of them, Dick Cole, was Jimmy Doolittle's co-pilot. He talked to the crowd day and night at Oshkosh. On the right, War 2012.
Get your hot chocolate.
These are F-86s. They're hauling out.
Look down. Here they come. Look.
And time maneuvers to the music of James Hornet. Folks, if you get a chance to see any of the movies I mentioned, whether it's Braveheart, Apollo 13, Star Trek II, Enemy at the Gate, The Mystic, A Beautiful Mind, Titanic, or Avatar, and you hear that music throughout the movie, you'll know that that's James Horner, the pilot composer from Hollywood, the award-winning composer. And we are rolling the elements of the Snowbird. You heard that call. Ready, roll now. They won't be able to hear your applause, but if you
you go. Another chair.
Drake will perform a dirty roll while retracting the landing gear. From your left, the FA-18. Capability. So let's go. Fighter pilots are fond of saying, if you can't turn tight, you can't fight. So cuddles and from the Hornet. I heard the whistle. Did you hear it? How about giving up a big round of applause for the FA-18? Now, Cuddles and Trig are now setting up for the high alpha. As they turn the corner, let's set up with Trig. Trig, have you got time to call off the angle of attack and the ground speed, please?
You got it, Danny. Here's a 10 angle of attack. Airspeed's decelerating through 150 knots. There's 110 knots ground, 24 degrees angle of attack. 100 knots ground speed, 25.
From your left, Cuddles and Trig in the F-18. And the carrier. In what so much is not a landing, but a controlled crash, the F-18 Hornet plants itself on the imaginary deck of the aircraft carrier. Ready to take off. On the new program, the warbirds from Naval Aviation Past that form alongside the high-tech replicas. Representing our Navy for the unique formation flight demonstrating photo pass. Engineers ready. As 1 6 years of Naval Aviation history passes and shows service. In the Grumman Wildcat, Stuart Milton from Midlothian, Texas, with Trig and Cuddles in the Ladies and gentlemen, the Legacy head-on pass.
As they fly the 3 stack right above the cloud. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the team. Let's wait. And stand their canopies into a side-by-side. There it is, that Canadian T formation with the American flag, making it an American team. As they trail smoke, find their way to the drop zone and get closer, and we'll take a good look at what's holding that together. So that leg lock was really holding it together, and as they broke apart, it showed you what it took to hold it there. Higher above the sky, we see another biplane, 2 jumpers stacked one on top of the other, and even higher in the sky. 3 crown, private Tickler with the flag, bring it home. And touchdown. We will pick up that flag as soon as possible. Here comes our last 2 in the American T formation. Sergeant Frank Auckland and Corporal Fulton. Excellent Skyhawks landing. Now let's keep an eye on this biplane. One stop. Around the jumper to the other. One rotation around the other jumper. That's the pinwheel. Back up to the other side. Another pinwheel. As we get closer, take a good look at that leg lock, another barrel roll. At a speed of more than 46 kilometers an hour, incredible. Bring it back up, holding it together. Holding onto that right leg is the muscle man in the middle, Corporal Jason. Please will advance the roll. Upside down, Skyhawk, Corporal Michel St. Pierre. Our power has just dropped them into a down plane again, straight towards the drop zone. A break, and they're bringing it home for their landing. Piloting that formation, Sergeant Sebastian Sons, dynamic break. There it is. The last of the Skyhawks formation for the 2012 demonstration season. Folks, this is our last show. Here comes our first man, kicking as he goes. A swoop and a beautiful landing. Coming in hot, our team captain. Touchdown. Last Skyhawk on the go with the parachute team. That concludes our performance for today. We hope you've enjoyed the show, everyone.
Successful aircraft. And to me, maybe not to you, but to me, nothing says more about fighters in the Vietnam War than the F-4 Phantom in front of you now. Have F-4 Phantoms forever in the sky. Give it up for a big round of applause for the F-4 Phantom in the landing configuration. Used by the United States Air Force and used by the United States Navy. Do you realize that that airplane in front of you, with the tail hook down,